We are now on air. Time for a total takeover.
It's finally here. Welcome to a new episode.
It's about to go down.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope this morning is treating you a little bit better than mine. Really wanted to just turn the alarm off and throw it out the window, if you know what I mean. And rest and sleep the whole day today. But no, you know, in the real world, we can't do that. But as I digress, I want to go ahead and talk about just a couple things real quick and let you get about your day. Well, the young man who was in North Korea has died. Otto Warmbier. And I apologize if I'm pronouncing his last name wrong. Well, I've already put a post out this morning in regards to, with his death, what should be the response of America to North Korea? And I'm going to leave that in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. But I just wanted to just state it here. With the death of Otto Warmbier, what should America do about North Korea? Put it in the comments section here. Let me know how you feel. Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. Georgia. Well, there are elections today down in Georgia with the guy that can't even vote in his own election. Doesn't even live in the county. And people are saying that the woman on the GOP side, and her name is escaping me right now, has a inside shot, a good chance of winning this seat. Now, I'm thinking to myself, if she wins this seat, and I believe there's also, ladies and gentlemen, which hasn't been talked about, another runoff election in South Carolina, if the GOP wins that seat, what does that say about the chances of the Democrats in 2018? They put 50 plus million behind this kid that looks like he should be working at Abercrombie and Fitch. Okay? They just threw this baby-faced kid up there thinking that, oh, let's throw him up here and we'll throw some money behind him and he should win. If he ends up losing, ladies and gentlemen, what does that say for the climate in the elections in 2018? Should be very interesting, to say the least. I believe on the horizon, I think at the end of this month, I believe the Senate is supposed to bring up the, I guess the entire Congress, because they're going to be going back and forth. But the Health Care Act that they're trying to pass, that Trump is trying to get passed, that the American people in regards to wanting Obamacare repealed and replaced, we are going to be going at this much longer than what we planned. Because there's things in this particular bill that I believe are still not in the best interest of America, still not in the best interest of those who want Obamacare completely replaced and repealed. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. Now, before I end this abbreviated edition of the Dan Adams Show, I want to send a big, not a shout out, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a shout. It's a smackdown to MSNBC's Joanne Reid. How dare you go on the attack of Steve Scalise while the man is fighting for his life? I don't know what, in regards to the questions and things that you have brought up in regards to Steve Scalise's past, I'll have to do my own research to find out if he actually attended a KKK meeting and things of that nature. But the thing is this. I wouldn't do anything in regards to smacking down a Democrat who is fighting for their life, who just got shot, who almost died and is fighting for their life. Would you do it? I know I wouldn't. So Joyanne Reid, if I was a woman and you were in my vicinity, I would be catching charges because I would be smacking the crap out of you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have to deal with. They want to talk about political civility, and I talked about it yesterday, but yet you have individuals like Joyanne Reid going after a man basically on his deathbed. If that's how you're going to roll, Democrats, is that how you're going to roll, liberals? Is that how you're going to roll, liberal, leftist, numbnut, moonbat, lamestream media? I'm going to pray for you. I am going to pray for you. Peace.
This poem is for the woman I love. I knew not what love was till you awoke within my heart. We are now together forever, never shall we part. I will track where you are, I'll decide whom you see. Remember, sweetheart, you belong only to me. So do what I say and don't do anything dumb, or I may have to hit you until you are numb. If you tell another soul, well, that will just make me mad. 'Cause I tolerate you, and for that you should be glad. There's one more feeling I must express to you, honey. Don't ever, ever let me catch you touching my money.
Some relationships are not as they appear. That's because domestic abuse is often hidden. Join the Women's Center and Shelter in the effort to end abuse early on and help us provide emergency sanctuary to those who most need your protection. To donate, visit the Women's Center and Shelter at wcscanhelp.org.
Hey, can I get some help here?
Yes, you. I'm talking to all of you. I need your help because I, just like many of you, am one of the millions of Americans who is all too familiar with cancer. I lost both my grandfathers and my uncle to cancer. My grandmother battled cancer 3 times in her lifetime, and my amazing mom, well, she's a 2-time cancer survivor. But there is certainly reason for hope. Due to earlier diagnosis and evolving research, the 5-year survival rates have increased for people living with cancer. One exciting area of cancer research today is the field of immuno-oncology, science that aims to work with the body's own immune system to help fight cancer. That's why I'm proud to be joining Bristol-Myers Squibb and the cancer community to launch Ready, Raise, Rise, a program that educates about immuno-oncology research and encourages people to raise a flag for those we love affected by this horrible disease. On this website, you can create a personalized flag on behalf of yourself or a loved one touched by cancer and share it with your friends. You can also select a cancer organization you would like to receive a potential donation. The 3 groups with the most flags raised on their behalf will receive a charitable donation from Bristol-Myers Squibb. By sharing your flag, you're making a difference by supporting loved ones, raising money for cancer groups, and educating about groundbreaking research. So please, join me. Let's raise our flags against cancer.
Can Democrats gain a seat in the House? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. They're voting now in a special House election in Georgia. John Ossoff trying to win what had been a Republican seat.
Look at what's going on in Washington right now. It's not delivering results.
He's from outside the district and getting a lot of support from across the country in what's been the most expensive House race ever.
They put so much money behind him, in my mind, trying to steal this election.
She voted for Karen Handel, the Republican getting support from President Trump. They're also voting now in South Carolina to fill another vacant House seat. Democrats hope to flip blue. Archie Parnell taking on Republican Ralph Norman. Democrats railed until midnight in the Senate against what they say has been a secretive Republican process writing a bill to replace Obamacare. Senator Cory Booker says the stakes are high and will
affect the lives of tens of millions of Americans.
They want public hearings on the bill. Republicans say all senators will have input before a possible vote next week. Days after North Korea finally sent him back to America, unresponsive, college student Donna Warmbier is dead. Fox's John Decker live at the White House.
President Trump is slamming North Korea after the death of Warmbier, released by the communist nation in a coma-like state last week.
It's a brutal regime, and we'll be able to handle it.
Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said the U.S. held North Korea accountable for what he called Warmbier's unjust imprisonment. He also demanded that the country release 3 other Americans it's holding for alleged crimes against the state. Dave?
John, a second jury will deliberate a second day in Cincinnati if a former police officer is guilty of murder in the shooting of a black man at a 2015 traffic stop. Ray Tensing has tearfully testified he feared for his life. The jury at his first trial was deadlocked. Closing arguments are today in Milwaukee, where a black police officer is charged with homicide in the shooting of a black man that set off riots last year. This is Fox News. Fair and balanced. President Trump is not popular in Hollywood at all. So what do you do if you're a Republican? Now part 2 of our week-long series.
Conservatives are silencing themselves when it comes to their political views in Hollywood.
Any idea that would, be viewed as conservative or right of center, it's just best to keep that to yourself because you honestly just don't know if that's going to set someone off who in the future has the ability to give you employment or not.
An actor and screenwriter who asked us to alter his voice said Hollywood is not like Wall Street, and politics does factor into jobs.
A lot of what goes on a set, you do have a lot of downtime. You're not going to want people around who you're going to come into conflict with.
He often tells conservative friends getting into the business.
From this day forward in public, you're a Democrat.
In Hollywood, Michelle Polino, Fox News.
It's going to be another very hot day in the Southwest.
The high in Phoenix Tuesday could reach 120 degrees, and that's just above the max temperature allowed for one aircraft American Airlines uses. So they canceled several flights.
An excessive heat warning is in effect, and we extended it through this coming Saturday.
That's Phoenix National Weather Service meteorologist Chris Coleman. Death Valley in California could get above 125 degrees. Abby Wines helps manage the national park there, and she says strangely, medical emergencies don't often come during this kind of heat, but when it's about 10 degrees cooler and people think they can handle it.
When it's this hot, most normal, sane humans get out of their car, go, I'm wilting, and they get back in the car.
An excessive heat warning is also up for parts of southern Nevada, including Las Vegas. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
A tropical storm may form today in the Gulf of Mexico. If so, it'll be named Cindy and be close to the Louisiana coast tomorrow or tomorrow night and dump heavy rain 4 to 8 inches from there all the way over maybe to the Florida Panhandle. On Wall Street, stock futures have been up slightly the day after the Dow hit another record high. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio. Panhandle. On Wall Street, stock futures have been up slightly the day after the Dow hit another record high. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News Radio.
Like mini-me, challenging Andre the Giant, totally defiant. When it comes to reality, make the wrong move, you'll end up a casualty. No holds barred. When it comes to this anthem, get shoved aside when you stall my momentum. This momentous occasion has blazing the whole underground and your internet station. There's no equation between me and you. Maybe the undercard, but I highlight the venue. Your decision wasn't popular, I saw your future, and there was no stopping you. Think twice before you choose to compete, knowing that victory is out of reach. This is just one chapter to capture my lyrical soul. Now I'm ready to flow, so bring it back to the essence. Hip hop, when we walk, hip hop, when we talk. Back to the essence. Hip hop, back again. I'm here to win the bus rhymes, beats again. Back to the essence. Hip hop, when we walk, hip hop, when we talk. Back to the essence. Hip hop, back again. I'm here to win the bus rhymes, beats again. You're the champion in this musical gong show. Investigate my sound, I'm the best pound to pound. Taking over this lyrical landscape. Your existence is cause for debate. Who would want to take on the time to promote you, put money towards you, and see it fall through at the point of no return? Forced to stay away like a chemical germ. As I learn many ways to entertain with these hip-hop rhymes and musical refrains, you left to wonder and feel my thunder. High on the Richter scale, I prevail against your stronghold, battling my Navy SEALs. No time for your legal appeal. You must face the consequence for your action. I'm the addition while you're the subtraction. Back to the essence. Hip hop, when we walk, hip hop, when we talk. Back to the essence. Hip hop, back again. I'm here to win the bus rhymes, beats again. Back to the essence. Hip hop, when we walk, hip hop, when we talk. Back to the essence. Hip hop, back again. I'm here to win the bus rhymes, beats again. Now is the time to best portray what real hip hop should be with no delay. Sending out this emergency broadcast, I'll make it better, down to the letter. And every syllable must have its proper placement. The universal law from the basement, keeping it within the context of rhymes and beats. Not simplistic, this intimate setting that I tried to build and administer, so I can destroy these sinister MCs and their mediocrity. Don't dare discredit my authenticity. Now I'm taking it upon myself to rescue this hip-hop game and maintain. Make sure the essence is kept intact. So gather your crew and prepare for combat. Back to the essence. Hip-hop, when we walk, hip-hop, when we talk. Back to the essence. Hip-hop, back again. I'm here to win the bus rhymes, beats again. Back to the essence. Hip-hop, when we walk, hip-hop, when we talk. Back to the essence. Hip-hop, back again. I'm here to win the bus rhymes and beats again. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back to the essence. You know I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back to the essence. Melodic is bringing it back. Real hip-hop is bringing it back. My man Ben Seal's bringing it back. Hocus Pocus is bringing it back. C to C is bringing it back.